heavy, sea, sand, and sorrow. What a brief today and tomorrow. What a frail spring blossoms and youth. What are deep the ocean and truth. All right, that is Answers, and this one is not an anonymous poem. This is actually by the famous poetess Christina Rossetti. She was a sister of one of the artists in the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, Dante Rossetti, and but she was a very famous poet in her own right. And that is basically the most simple way to play this. I did it all with thumb strums, okay? You could, though, do something with finger picking, and I'll show you that in a minute, but let's talk about the chords first. So I like to do my G a little bit different than most people do. So I usually put my first finger on the second fret of the first string and my second finger on the second fret of the third, and then my third finger on the third fret of the second string. Most people reverse those first two fingers, and they put their first finger on the second fret of the third string and their second finger on the second fret of the first string, and then that third finger kind of hops over them and goes up to do the third finger on the third fret of the second string. It's the same chord, it's just you're reversing your first two fingers, right? And you know, I just learned it this way when I was a beginner, and I've never seen any way to change it, right? Any reason to change it, I should say. I could if I wanted to, but it works, right? Okay, so basically we're switching between that and our no fingers chord, the A minor 7, which we've used before. And there is a different way that you could do this. Now, you could do it with some finger picking. Now, before I showed you do this 3, and then you pinch strings 1, 2, and 4 together. So 3, 1, 2, 4. And so we could do something with that. And let me just go ahead and show that for you. What a heavy sea, sand, and sorrow. What a brief today and tomorrow. What a frail spring blossoms and youth. What are deep the ocean and truth. Right? So that gives it a very different feel. And there's all different kinds of things you could do with this if you wanted to. I wouldn't personally recommend doing it with a chink strum, but just so that you can see how different strums affect the feel of things. This is going to change the entire character of the song, right? What a heavy sea, sand, and sorrow. What a brief today and tomorrow. What a frail spring blossoms and youth. What are deep the ocean and truth. And that makes it almost flippant, right? Instead of being sort of this deep thoughts thing, right? Anyway, so that is Answers, okay? Poem by Christina Rossetti for this collection number 7. And there you go.